Hello everyone and welcome back to Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. In this episode we will do a little bit of landscaping. As you can see, we will plant a lot of trees, and also you might be able to tell that the town looks maybe a little bit more colorful than it used to. Since we have a very big loan to repay, I think I will spend this episode basically detailing and painting the buildings and that kind of stuff. So, we can occupy ourselves with something while we actually need to wait for the money to build up. And also, you might be able to tell that the town looks a bit more barren in terms of vegetation. Yes, I have decided that in the end I wanted to replant all the trees and bushes from scratch, and that means that we will need to delete them in this episode and start replanting them in the next one, because we still have that replanting bug in the game, unfortunately. And I think the biggest makeover will be for the farming. As you can see, I will actually go ahead and start planting some bushes and trees in between the fields so they can act as windbreakers, and it will make this place look a lot, and I really mean a lot, nicer. So anyways, let's not waste any more time and let's get into it. Alrighty then, let's get started. So right now I think, you know what? We don't really have all that much going on, and we have a lot of reconstruction in the town. In fact, let me just take a look. Yeah, we are going to be very busy for a long time. So yeah, I think what I will do in this episode is I will set the entire town to be reconstructed. So let's just go ahead and do this. Fix up everything that we can, and I will leave them to it. And what I will do instead is do a bit of extra decorating in this episode. So yeah, plus we still need to run down the loans as well. So yeah. Also, are we actually selling the oil, the fuel and bitumen, I mean? No. Okay, and you know what? Let's just sell a bit of extra bitumen. So this one a couple of times, although it wouldn't be a big problem if you just let it run dry, but let's just make sure we only sell, let me see, one more time. So sell that one, please. Thank you very much. And you go home, and where are you going to go next? Yeah, sell one more time. Wait, that was fuel? Okay, we are delivering fuel to the construction site, construction yard. That's fine as well. Yeah, this is why we need to reconstruct the entire town. Citizen happiness is not very rosy, and we really need to take care of this. We are right now hovering around 66 on average, but in the rundown houses happiness is below 50%. So let's fix up everything that includes services and the infrastructure and everything, and that should make the people a bit more happy. So anyways, the train is heading home. I just want to sell one more installment of bitumen and then I will stop. I just want to have a bit of extra money to go by. So there's going to be oil import. That's fine. After this we should be able to get to work on the decorations. So you load it up and then go home, and hopefully this one will be, no wait, that's cool. Can we please do bitumen next? Yeah, there we go. So you load up the bitumen and take it to the customs house. I will set this one to stop exporting. So there, and stop unloading at the customs house. Okay, don't stop production in the heating plant, please. It's winter. And anything else? This one was... that's fine. And that's all the notifications. Okay, so it's actually pretty good that it is winter now, because it's a lot easier to see the planted stuff on the snow. So before we get to the town, I would like to place some windbreakers around the farm. I have been planning on doing this for a long time, and it's about time I actually did it. Also, is that... interesting. For a second I thought this was unharvested, but no, it's fine. Anyways, first I think I will start with just bushes in between the farm fields, and I will basically, yeah, just plant these as much as we can. Yeah, basically one pass on each of these should be enough, although this one didn't really do anything. Are we actually planting? Oh yeah, we are planting, okay. It's just obviously very slow, very small. So I will plant some bushes, and then I will fill up the remaining gaps with bigger trees. Very likely beech and maybe a couple of pines, but it will be mainly beech trees. Yeah, along the roads as well. Okay, so now we have bushes planted in between the farm fields. Next, let's go for... yeah, I think a little bit of beech will be nice. Not a lot. This one I will use sparingly, but I will still want to place enough in between to, you know, have a consistent but relatively sporadic sprinkling of trees. Okay, I think that will do, and let's just go for a couple of extra tall trees. So let's just plant just a couple of touches with the poplar trees here and there, not a lot, just a couple of patches here and there, and I think that will pretty much do it. Okay, now obviously this will take a long time to grow up, but it will get there eventually. Also, before I forget, please let me know when these roads are all finished. I want to make sure that we actually start upgrading the other side once we are able. So this one as well, this one, and this one. Also, I didn't really check what is the situation with this one. It is 10,000 workdays. Yeah, I will stop this one right now. This one we will only do with pavers, not with manual workforce. That would be a little bit too much. Plus it would tie down pretty much all of our dumpers, so I really don't want to do that. Anyways, so this will be, I think, good enough for the farms. I will place a couple of extra patches of trees around the place. Yeah, let's just use beech trees, I suppose. So a small forest here, another one there, something like this. I just want to fill up all these empty spaces with some interesting looking forests. But, you know, not a big blanket of trees, just, you know, patches like that. Okay, obviously we need to wait until they grow up. Next, before I get to the tree planting in the town, yes, it has been brought to my attention that yes, we can actually change the colors of these houses. I know, I obviously noticed that when we were building them, but you know what, now that we are actually decorating, might as well do it. So, for example, these houses, gray and beige and brown, red, orange, pink, and black. I think I will go for, you know what, just a random color and let the dice decide. It's going to be fine. And this one, yeah, orange, I suppose. So yeah, let's just make the town a little bit more colorful. Okay, research program finished. Next up, I think I will go for, yeah, maybe concrete rail tracks first and then modern rail depot construction. So this one can be, yeah, once again, low priority will do. Yeah, 4 professors will be fine. Of course, also, we can change the color on this one too. I think I will go for, yeah, nice crisp white. Anyways, let's carry on. I think that's about all we can do right now. As far as I can tell, everything has been painted that can be painted. Yeah, this one as well. And yeah, I think we are good. Okay, next up. How are we on the reconstruction? So this one is... yeah, I think it's actually progressing quite nicely. I think pretty much every building in the town was designated, or maybe let's say 80 to 90%, but now it is around 50 to 60%. So yeah, I think we are making good progress on the reconstruction. In fact, in here, yeah, that's a very long list, but it is being taken care of. Okay. Also, right, before I forget, you guys, can you please, at the processing plant, go for a full unload? Don't run back and forth. There we go. Now it should be better. Okay, in here, you know what? I think for the open hole goods, I will set the imports to be for a full load. So open hole, instead of 10%, let's just go for a nice big 90% fill rate. Everything else should be fine. So yeah, components are fine. This one is obviously fine. This one is okay, and bitumen is fine. So yeah, I think everything else is okay. Also, you know what? Yes, I think I will build one more distribution office around here, because right now we only have 5 more assignment slots that we can assign for refueling. So it is running out fairly quickly. I would feel better if we had one on standby. So a small distribution office, yeah, right here. Let's just make sure they're completely parallel. And you can go right there. Okay, just let me know when you are finished. Okay then. Oh, you know what? Since we are here, let me reorder the lists. Now, the last time I played, I had to send out the different vehicles to a different depot and then send them back, and that would put them at the end of the list. Is that how it works now, or can we do it a bit more manually? But no, I don't think we can. I don't think, yeah, we can't drag and drop, so yeah, we need to do this the old-fashioned way. So send them here and then send them back right away. Okay, so that will group the bulldozers together. Yeah, I think the only thing left now is to group the tower cranes together, and that will be it. But I think, yeah, all of them appear to be out on a job. So you know what? It's fine. They will be taken there again. Just bring all of the tower cranes home. There. And then, alright, we just need to load them on trucks. And then unload them again, and that should group them together. So first things first. You get loaded on the truck. Wait until the bulldozers all arrive back home. So they are fine now, and then unload these guys. Unload, unload, and let's take a look. Yeah, now it is a lot more organized. Very good. This one is fine. This one, yeah. And let's just move the the road cranes out and then back. Yes, I know this will disrupt their current jobs. That's fine. They are road cranes. They can drive back to their current work site. It's fine. And this one is organized already, so it's fine. Okay, next up, I think I would like to have all the construction vehicles to be the same color. So this one is... How many colors do we have for this one? Red and beige. Okay, then let's just have... Yeah, let's just have all of these red. Let's give this place a little bit of color. So there we go. Research is finished. Right, now we can have a NATO power connection. And obviously we need to renegotiate the Soviet side, so let's go for that one next. There we go. Now about these. Here we do have two dumpers who are not the same color. There, here we have a lot of them. Okay, just give me a little bit and I will recolor all these vehicles. As far as I can tell, everything has been painted now. Also, why are you out there? Technically you are parked in the office, but obviously it's a little bit wonky, but it's fine. So yeah, I did say that I want to have a bit of color around here, but now everything is white except for the excavators. But oh well. This one is finished. Very good. I did notice when I was painting the houses that we had a big queue. Yeah, we have a very big queue outside the indoor pool. Hopefully, now that we have this dynamo center, this will cut that one down considerably, especially during winter. Yeah, hopefully this will help. Okay. Also, I just noticed the money situation. Don't wait until we are in bad spot. Let's just take out... Okay, let me see if I can go all the way to 400k on the available loan. I will take that out and I will repay the two topmost loans if I can, although I think we will run out before that. This should be enough to give us enough money to have once again 400,000, and then I will consolidate another one. Ooh, nice. Spring is here. And yeah, that's close enough. So yes, I know citizen happiness low. It will be fixed eventually. So this one is now good. I will take this loan out and let me repay this one and this one, I suppose. Yeah. Okay, I will leave it here for now. Okay then. So how is the town? Well, the town is a lot more colorful now. This one is a little bit still boring. Yeah, night looks better. Maybe this one as well. Let's just make this one, yeah, nice bright red. This one, I think, a bit dark, but you know what, it's fine. Also, yeah, these are not paintable. This one, I think I will paint, yeah, pink, sure, why not? So yeah, I think the town looks a lot better now already, but that is not all. Next, let's start planting some trees and bushes. Okay then. Now, what I wanted to do originally is get rid of every single tree and bush we have in the town right now and plant everything from scratch, because we do have a couple of spots where we are a little bit overgrown. For example, here some of these bushes are a little bit too close, for example, yeah, on this one. But unfortunately there was a bug in the old versions where if we remove the trees, then they would not allow us to replant trees in that spot until the game was reloaded. I don't want to break the flow of the game right now, so I will not do that. I will just plant around them. I think that's going to be okay. So yeah, let's just pick a small spot that is, for example, yeah, around this monument. Let me see what we can do. I would like to have, yeah, a couple of poplars. Small brush please. Let me see if I can squeeze one in there. Exactly, and on the other side maybe. That one is not the best placement, but it will do. Then one more there. So basically just a couple dotted around the place. Also, yeah, I just noticed this footpath is no longer needed, so this one can be deleted. Didn't I have another one nearby that be, there we go, that's the one. Anything else? Also, we can get rid of some of these nodes. Any other footpath that we really don't need? Also, you know what, I don't really like this paved area. This one can be removed. I believe those are not here under terrain tools, no? There we go. I just want to get rid of this spot. In fact, I think I only want to have the area around the bus station to be paved. This one doesn't need to be paved. Yeah, this one will be planted fully, I think. Also, is this really needed? Let me see. This is the furthest one. So I think we need to have this dirt footpath to have this house hooked up. And it is serving the food factory. Well, in that case, let's just pave it, it's fine. So let's just have it paved there. Anything else? Not really. Well, in terms of footpath, we don't really need to have these middle ones for these houses, because basically the only one that are being used are the ones on the side. The one in the middle is the furthest away from everything, so they are not going to be used. So what we can do is just get rid of them, and these are just doors. We don't really need to hook these up, it's fine. We can plant something here, and the same goes for this side as well. This one, on the other hand, yes, I know, citizen happiness. Now on this one, I think this is the one that is being used the most, and I will hook this one up as well. Let's just have this one, yeah, there. And that makes these two completely obsolete. So let's just have this one here and this one there. Build them and let me know when this one is finished. Notify when finished, and then I will remove these. But on the other side, and no, I will wait for this one to finish as well. Yeah. Okay, what's next? Alright, these. I have been meaning to get rid of these footpaths for a while now. So let's go for it. We only want to remove the... Oh, never mind. These are already decorative. These as well. This one doesn't need these two. Or... yeah, we need to leave these here because these are not connected up. And I think this one will be a little bit too close to be connected. Yeah, too close. Okay, these need to be here for now. It's still a super long list, but I think it is getting smaller. Oh yeah, the town itself is a lot better now. Also, can we please focus on the roads too? I want to finish at least most of these in this episode. Also, before I forget, let's just have this one go across the highway. I want to have access to this place in case this one catches fire. Right. Oh, you know what? Let's take a look at the farms. These trees and bushes are not fully grown yet, but I think this place already looks a lot better. Although, yeah, this road is not planted quite as I would like. So let's just have the bushes once again. Just a couple touches with the bush brush and then a little bit with the beech trees, I suppose. There. And I think I will fully plant the area around these guys. Like this. Yeah. Okay. And this one can be fully planted. And this one as well. Just a bit narrower. Also, if you know the old series, I don't like to have trees immediately across the around the train tracks because I don't like having fallen branches on my rail tracks. So obviously that's not a real problem in the game, but just a cosmetic one. Also, we might as well plant some trees here too. Okay, let's carry on. So yeah, here we can place down some decorative footpaths. So for that one we need these gravel road. It will just go right across between these two entrances to the houses, and that will basically act as a false footpath. This is purely decorative. Also vehicle, some personal car, I don't care. And all these are now hooked up correctly, I think. Okay, now on this side, I think I would like to have this one just go to the road like this, like it was going to the sidewalks immediately. And this one, yes, I know, citizen happiness. I am working on it. So, yeah, that one looks pretty good. This one, should we hook this one up as well? Yeah, sure, why not? Right, anything else? I suppose we can hook these up as well. Although, I don't know. Maybe I just go and do this instead. Yeah, I am deleting some of the trees. guess we might want to make another pass in another reload, because yeah, you know, as I said, deleting trees will make that particular patch unplantable until we reload the game. I was really hoping that this was fixed, but apparently not. Okay, I think I'm relatively happy with the footpath network right now. It might require a couple of extra passes, but for now I am happy with it. Okay then, so how are things? In terms of money, 400,000, that's very good. By the way, do we have any extra we can sell? Not really. I want to leave at least one full load just in case. Especially now that we are actually paving the roads. Which are, by the way, going slowly, yeah. Tell you what, let's just put these guys above reconstruction for a little bit. Let's finish these up before we say goodbye for this episode. And all these please be high priority. Now that they're high priority, they should surely be finished up before we say goodbye. Also, money. Money. Let's go for, yeah, 400. Just take out the 400,000 and be done with it. So borrow the money and I will repay, I suppose, this one. Okay then, by the way, let's just take a look at the finances. So in terms of imports, yeah, let me see. For the entirety of this year plus last year. Yeah, the biggest import is oil. As I've said, it's a bit complicated because this one is very far away. Thankfully, we don't need workers for this, but yeah, I really wish that we could set priorities and as a mass assignment tool. That would be super good because I want to keep building this one, but on low priority. Let me see. Maybe what we can do is assign all of this. Okay, all of this, but not the road. These can be cancelled for now. And in the offices, they should be at the bottom of the list, right? Let's take a look. So pipeline, pumping station, pump jack, yes, okay. All these until here. These all will be set to low priority, and I believe this applies to every single office, right? So if I set everything to low priority around here. Good, let's take a look at another office. Yes, okay, very good. Well, that sorts it. I wish it was a bit easier, but this will do as well. I just wanted to make sure that if these vehicles have nothing better to do, for example, all these excavators and concrete trucks, can you guys please at least deliver the resources? I want to take care of the foundations and then deliver all the resources, and then we might build these, but I am still leaning towards maybe waiting until we have helicopter firefighting. Also, you know what? I think I'm okay with the town for now. Yeah, you know what? I will delete the trees now, and I will plant them later, maybe in the next episode, maybe not, I don't know. For now, let's just clear out the vegetation from the town, and I want to replant them completely from scratch. Okay, I think that is all of it. So the town center is now completely void of vegetation, and once the game is reloaded, I will replant them. So that's fine. The reason is because I don't want to focus on this one right now. Maybe we can sort out the power for the oil. This is going to be a very long project as well. So let's start here. I believe this is the switch, right? So high voltage, yeah. Okay, I have learned my lesson. I will hook this one into a big high voltage switch immediately. So there we go. And this is where we will continue the high voltage network. So you go there. This only really requires a dirt connection. And then let's just have, let's just go for the 18 megawatts. Eventually, I still want to replace all of these with 18 megawatts pylons, but that one will have to wait. Yeah, let's just do this. And now let's start working our way towards this place. So here, obviously we will need first a bit of soil rejuvenation. So let's rejuvenate all this soil, and the rest looks good. So let's just first start with a big high voltage switch. Let's just have it here, I suppose. Here maybe? And oh wait, never mind, no. This is a temporary road. This one needs to be more like here. So once again, a big high voltage switch. You can go, although, yeah, here should be fine. So you go there, and once again, might as well start building it. So assign all of this and add a low priority. And then we'll obviously need to have a... Ooh, that looks like another tower crane. Okay, first things first, let's take a look at that. What kind of level is it? So is it a tower crane? Yes, and it is level 45. You know what, I will not replace the VEBs because 40 and 45, the difference is not warrant the change. Plus, let me just take a look again. Tower crane, yeah, the price doesn't warrant the difference. This is 4400, this is 3100. I think this is a lot better value for money. So anyways, citizen happiness low, I know. So we have the high voltage switch here. I think I will have the transformer here. So once again, this one and a power transformer. Although any better placement for it? Maybe here as well would work. But no, let's just have it here. Ooh, no. Oh geez, that looks ugly. Okay, that might be too late already. Yeah, we need to rethink this one. Obviously we don't have any groundwork vehicles around here, so this will have to be fixed later. But you know, we can remove the roads, rethrow the tracks, although if I rethrow the tracks, that might fix it. By the way, let me just check. Yeah, nothing in the range. So if I redraw the tracks from here to here, yeah, that will be bumpy. I don't want that. Okay, this one will be replaced eventually. Okay then. Well, in that case, Let me quickly fix this. There. Where can we put the transformer? You can be here, I guess. Should be fine. Yeah, let's put it here. Now, obviously, this place doesn't really require a lot of power. Let me just check the consumption of the pump jacks, but I think even a single substation will do. So anyways, fossil fuels, pump jacks, 3.9 megawatt hours. Yeah, I think a single, substation will do. Well, as long as it can actually reach. So if we want to place an electric substation, then just use the pedestrian. Yeah, we need to place at least 2 because not enough will be in range. So you can go there, and you can go, yeah, right here. That should be all we need. So that's fine. Next up, stop production. Yeah, it is almost summer, so it's fine. So I think here I will actually go for overground cables, and I think 1.5 megawatts should be enough. So yeah, this is a very rural setting, so I think this will be fine. Okay, that takes care of the medium voltage connections. Then we need one of the high voltage as well. I mean, if you're only going to have 3 megawatts altogether running on these cables, then we really don't need to have an 80 megawatt high voltage wire. I suppose we can go for, just in case we need to have a bit more, let's have these 6 megawatt wires. Yeah. So there, and there. Okay, we can build this one as well. And once again, all this will be added to the list of constructions. Yes, I know, citizen happiness. And let's just push all of this down to low priority. Okay then. So I think this place is wired up more or less. Oh right, and don't forget, before I forget, bosses, please don't go to that site just yet. I will send you out once all the structural materials are delivered. Good thing I remembered. So, let me see. Yeah, I think that will do for now. So the power is sorted. Now we just need to hook this one up to the other power switch right there. Yes, I think so. Okay, and if we need to place down another switch, for example here, to reach, I don't know, this area for, I don't know, for the steel, then we just build another big power switch, hook up one of these connections, delete the line in between, and that will fix it. Yeah, I know, I really should have went for bigger high voltage switches from the start, but well, live and learn. So anyways, yeah, I think we can place this. No, never mind. We don't need to put this here now. That was just a theoretical. All we need is to hook these together. So yeah, I think I will actually not follow the road. Yes, I think these all usually are in the middle of nowhere anyways, so I think we can just do this. So there, hop over the rails, then hop over the highway. So that's going to be the connection point for that area. And here, go there, hop over the highway, and then just hook them together, I suppose. Yeah, I think this will do. Okay, build, and obviously super low priority, not important right now. In fact, we can build all this, no, not the road. We can build all this, but at low priority. And bosses, don't worry about this one just yet. Maybe later. Yeah, that will do. Okay, how is reconstruction going? Yeah, all the houses are done except for this one and this one. So the happiness should be a lot better now. In fact, happiness now is 70%. Very nice. Oh yeah, and speaking of happiness, let's take a look at the population statistics. So let's take a look at the entirety of last year plus this year. Ooh, very nice. Loyalty is in a lot better place. Basically, we have doubled our average loyalty. Which reminds me, right, 65% loyalty in the elementary school is okay. What about 70% these days? So let's speed through this one. I think it is actually stable. Yeah, let's go for 70% loyalty for the teachers. And then, here, the radio. Definitely want to increase this one. Is 70% doable? Maybe not. It is a little bit low. Yeah, let's just go for 65%. And then, yeah, let's just knock this one down to 65% just to be safe. And then the universities, 65. Let's speed through it so we can be sure. Yes, it's fine. And the technical university, 65%. Speed up the game a little bit, and it looks healthy to me. Very good. Okay, this should help out the loyalty even more. Okay, anything else we need to worry about? Satiation is 99%, very good. Health is 91%, but it looks quite stable, so it's fine. Alcoholism 0%, cultural enjoyment 95%, very good. We don't need to worry about the radio station in that regard. Sports enjoyment, yes, building this sports center was a big help, so that's very good news. Religious sympathy is 0%, clothing quality 90%, very good. Education, the amount of babies is about 300 less than the uneducated population, so I think we are good on at least elementary school education. And this one is increasing, very good. Also, you know what, at this point I would like to have these built, so please have this one built as well. In fact, let me know when these are finished. I suppose we need to add these manually to the construction queue. Right. So anything we need to take a look at. Ooh, we have double the bursts than deaths, so that is super good news. Having this hospital was a big help. And obviously we don't have enough room for young adults, so we have plenty of emigration, so that's expected. Okay, then. Ooh, and we have plenty of radio reach. That's also very good news for loyalty. Average productivity 88%. Yeah, you know what? I think we are doing relatively okay. So anyways, we are approaching the 1 hour mark on the recording, but we did have a couple of time lapses in this one, so let's just run a tiny bit longer. So, where was the coal deposit? I think I will go for this one. Although For steel, I think I would like to build a new town as well. So we might want to go for, yeah, this northern one instead. So we might build a coal industry here. So let me see. It is right under us. Okay, let me just mark this one down. So here I would like to have a place that is marked for coal. And let's double check. Fossil fuels, coal mine, and oh yeah, very good deposit. 72% is 73. Any better placement? Yeah, about 70%-ish is the best we can hope for, but that is a very good deposit. And also, I don't remember the coverage of these. If I place this one here, yeah, it will cover a big area, but if we have to, we can place another one here, one more here with 60%, that's acceptable. So yeah, this will be plenty of coal for us to go around. And then the iron. It is right here. Right under here. Let's take a look. Metallurgy and an iron mine. Yeah, this one doesn't look as rich, but still 60% is very good. So let's say we will build here, for example. Okay, not that. I would like to have it called iron for now. That's fine. So that is a very good place for iron. And if we are going to do this, I suppose we can build a town here. Bring in the coal, bring in the iron. We can have the steel mill on this plateau. So we can supply all the workers to these sites, and we can bring in the iron and the coal with conveyor belts. Yeah, I think this will work quite nicely. Okay, you know what, might as well label this whole place. So eventually this place, excuse me, that's not where I clicked. Can you please do what I want you to do? There we go. This one will be for steel eventually. There. And I suppose this can be for the town right next to the border. So it is still very far away from the steel site, so the pollution shouldn't be a problem. So yeah, let's just have this. Oh, sorry. This here. This one will be the site of the town eventually. Good. Anything else? Not really. In terms of rail, I think I will just simply split off here, for example, and that will give us plenty of room for a ramp going up here. Ooh, it's going to be a bit problematic. We will definitely need to run the train along the edges of this hillside, and I can only hope that we will be able to make it up here on this stretch of land. That might be a bit tight. In fact, let me just take a look. So from here all the way up there. Yeah, that's going to be very likely a steep railway, but I think it will be manageable. Okay, new vehicle, personal car, I don't care. And then here, yeah, we can just level out a channel, so that's going to be fine. We can bring in power, obviously, with high voltage cables. We have the sell point for the steel right here. Also, what is this? Oh, just a wall. Yeah, nice detail, Mosul. Very good work. And we have some power connection here as well. I suppose we can set up another switch here. A priority switch, I mean. So maybe we can have two points where we can import power in case the power plant goes down. Just in case, you know. Anyways, anything else we want to do? This one will be road to deliver the workers. We might want to deliver the miners. That is coal. We might want to use a small local train network to deliver the workers to the mines, because the mines require a lot of them. So something to think about. And yeah, I think the construction will struggle. Maybe we can build a secondary construction yard here-ish, or maybe right next to the steel mill as well. That could work too. So we can set up another construction yard here. But that is very far in the future, obviously. Oh yeah, and by the way, how is real construction doing? Here. So let me see. We are here now. And that is about... Okay, I think we are about... I think we are 2/3 or past halfway towards the split off. And then we still need to have a very long way to the oil. I think we will unlock the better track layers before we reach that place. So yeah, that will take a while. Anyways, I think I have babbled enough at the end. Let's just wait until morning and end the episode in daylight. So yeah, I think the town looks a lot better now with all this color, and I will replant all the trees and bushes in the next episode a bit more meticulously, I think. Or if not in the next episode, then eventually. Anyways, construction finished? Yes, please. So yeah, unfortunately we didn't manage to build all these roads in this episode, but it shouldn't be too long now. Yeah, I think they will be finished. In fact, this one is already being rolled off. So yeah, this episode was a little bit of a waiting pattern, but unfortunately it is necessary because we need to repay a lot of loans. Yeah. Okay then, I think all that is left to say is that thank you for watching. If you liked the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you would like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.